sunblock.
Hey everybody!
Hello, welcome back to another episode of Spook Coast to Coast.
Yes, sir.
We have Joy.
Hello, friends.
And Joy is coming in the background. And let me put my phone on mute.
And we have Jenny. Smile for the good folks.
Hey everybody.
And Mondo. I made the same mistake too.
There's Joey.
Joey, what's up, bro?
What's up, gang?
There he was.
I'll be right back.
Like
I
magic.
use the restroom.
All right.
It's all good. It's all good.
Mm.
So
hi everybody. I want to shout out Limestone. He said you look like you guys were here super early. We saw you. I'm just gonna put your thing up. Cheaty. Hi, Cheaty.
Hey, Cheaty.
what's up, everybody?
So tonight we have a special guest. You might know him from apps of Necrophonic, Necrometer, Spiritus app. I did not know he had made that app until later on. Hey, Chaz.
Chaz, what's up?
And he's done a lot of other projects, his own devices, and a new app. It's called the Transcend
Theory.
Transcend Theory. I was going to say Spirit Link, but Transcend. I keep wanting to say Spirit Link. Transcend Theory, and so it's Keith Weldon from Chill Seekers. Ready to put him on? Okay, guys.
Bring him on. Now, Joy, we need to do the Arsenio.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys are freaking old. Okay. I was around for
Welcome,
that,
Keith. Hi.
What's up,
Thanks
Keith?
for having me on.
Oh, thank
Thanks
you
for being here. Yeah, we appreciate you.
Truly appreciate it.
Yes.
All right.
So
just to break the ice,
All right.
Keith, pineapple, is it an acceptable topping on a pizza?
Definitely.
Awesome.
That's
I
right.
knew I was gonna like
right.
it.
Jesus, crazy. I don't know why you always ask the guys that.
So
He says
Keith,
about the new app when I go to 𝗵𝗶𝗪𝗀𝗧 in June. You know what is up with 𝗵𝗶𝗪𝗀𝗧? I keep hearing, "Hey, Shannon."
So is it gonna close down finally?
Yeah, that's what I heard is going to close.
I keep hearing different things.
Right.
Like they closed it, they're changing owners, and then they were gonna shut it down. And now I'm hearing like she's going in June. So I don't know.
I heard it was really expensive too. Really expensive.
I don't remember. We were really close. We went to
We
went
were
to Waverly.
about to go one
And I
year
never
that we
went.
went to Waverly Hills and we never got to go.
Thank you, Judy.
Shame that we didn't though, because it seems like it has gone up in price since then.
Yeah.
But Keith has been you've been doing your thing for a long time, my friend. I've been just checking you out. Jenny's been talking to me about you. And one video that is old now that I wanted to talk to you about real quick. So my brother Joe and I just shooting the shit one night after investigating and just hanging out, the three of us. And I don't know how we came across, but we were like, man, it'd be cool. Like, what thing from like the old school you think we can use as like a paranormal piece of equipment? And somehow the Talkboy came about. And it just so happened that we were scrolling through your videos and we saw that you had tested out the Talkboy. I was
didn't
like,
know you did that.
I need you to stop right now scrolling and we need to watch this video. And man, let me tell you, you kind of killed it for me. I'm not gonna lie. Because once I saw like the speaker quality of the Talkboy, it's not really good. So have you tested it out since then, or that was the one and only time?
Yeah, that was the one and only time. It's a toy essentially.
Right.
So the quality is really not that good. I just did it really like how you were saying. I was just kind of interested. Like, man, I haven't seen anyone do anything with like a Talkboy, from the Home Alone movies and stuff. So yeah, I came across one. I forgot where I even got it. I don't even know if I still have it, to be honest.
Okay.
But
For those
I
of you
came
who don't
across
know,
it and decided, I could see like maybe if I can get EVPs on this thing. So
Yeah.
Yes, that's what we were talking about.
And but funny thing is, once you plugged in the attachable speaker to the headphone jack, you actually did get an EVP. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
I've
So
never.
hard to, like,
That
hear
was
though, yeah.
also going to be one of the first times that we were going to try to use a recorder that's cassette tape. We've always used digital. He uses the Sony ST25, and I use the DR60s. I know you use those, but it seemed like from other reviews, from other things, have you used cassette recorders as well, or just the Talkboy?
I have used them in the past, but I haven't really received any good EVPs with them.
Gotcha.
I've used like the mini cassette recorders, like the little tiny tapes. I've used those. I wasn't really able to get too much using that. Let's see. I think I had another cassette one. I'm not sure. I know I had the mini cassette though, and I just wasn't able to get too much on it. I haven't used too many analog recorders, but I prefer the digital ones.
True. Okay.
I had a Google Top Boy because I didn't even know what that was.
One of my cousins had it. So when you press play, it took me back, and I was like, "That's exactly what it sounds like. It's like a crackling noise, and it sucks, and it's super low." Like,
that's what I was asking her. What the heck is that?
It's really bad quality for sure.
It's horrible. Like literally a toy. Like exactly. Yeah.
So like Keith was saying, it's a recorder that was essentially a movie prop. Like you were explaining, it was a movie prop that they did for Home Alone 2. It was just a prop, and since the popularity of the first one and the second one, kids just wanted to be like Kevin, if you will. So they just decided to develop a chain of those to cash in on the popularity. Yeah.
So I wanted to ask, like, go ahead.
Oh, I just want to introduce Keith to Joey. He was on backstage. So this is Joey. This is Keith. He's the creator of the Necrophonic app we use sometimes.
Cool.
Use it. I know you guys use it, right?
Yeah, we use it. Yeah.
Keith, what got you started in like the paranormal? Was it something from like your childhood, or like how did it develop and all that?
Well, I did have a few experiences when I was a kid. Just like weird things, like me and my friend, I was staying the night at his house one time, and we heard like the lights turn on, and we heard like weird noises and stuff coming from downstairs, and like no one was home. And so that was kind of weird. But I didn't really get into like the paranormal stuff until it was 2012. And I was watching like, some ghost hunting shows, Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, those, there was a few other ones that I was watching too. I can't think of them off the top of my head, but what really fascinated me was the EVPs that they were capturing. And I was like, man, that's pretty cool. I've never heard that before. I kind of wanted to try it out. So I went to a few like locally known haunted places around here and tried it out. Ended up actually capturing a few EVPs, and that's kind of what hooked me. And then I started using the PSB7 Spirit Box, and that just kind of sent me down like a whole rabbit hole of ITC stuff. And I've just been doing it ever since.
That's awesome.
What was your first recorder that you used that you said it was
an Olympus. It was an Olympus digital recorder. I don't remember the actual model off the top of my head, but I think I still have it somewhere. I probably have like 30 recorders now. But,
I'm telling you.
But yeah,
Olympus is a good one.
Yeah, it's a good one. And I did record a few EVPs. So, and I was experimenting at home too. And I was getting a lot of EVPs and communication through the ghost box. And yeah, this kind of went from there, and then just going around to mostly places in California, some like Nevada, Arizona, mostly just out here on the West Coast. But Yeah, I've been doing it for 12 years now, and with
Yeah.
like mainly specializing in spirit communication.
So what's your favorite recorder that you bring or go to? Would you?
The DR60 is definitely my go-to recorder for capturing EVPs.
Yeah.
And I just got a new recorder, actually, the Zoom H1N.
Oh, yes.
That's what I use for EVPs, but really just higher quality audio.
What is called Zoom?
Zoom H1N, I believe, is the model.
Are there different versions, or there's just one?
What's that?
Are there different versions or of that Zoom H1N, or?
They have different models. I don't know. I think there's an H4N or something. I don't know. They have different models, but the model I have is the H1N.
Okay.
And we have a Sony and a Tascam.
Okay.
But I'm really bad about EVPs. I don't have a recorder. If I catch anything, it's through when I'm filming.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We've been getting a lot of those lately too.
That's like my girlfriend. She gets a lot of EVPs through her camera.
Mm-hmm.
Camera. Yeah. I've been getting that a lot lately. Before it wasn't like that, but I've been noticing that like on my phone. I'm like,
well,
literally just put
Limestone.
it down.
Yeah, I think Limestone, they use their phones when they record, and they catch a shit ton of EVPs. I'm like, damn,
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, they can come through pretty much any audio recording.
Do you feel like I'm sure you're gonna say yes, but do you feel they'll come through more maybe like that for your girlfriend because you guys do that more like more of a connection, like the intention of it, I guess. Say.
Yeah, I mean, she really invites them in to communicate through her camera. So I think that's why they direct a lot of the EVPs that way. It's almost like sometimes you have to give them like focus. Like sometimes you have too many things going on. Like you're recording on your phone, and then you have another camera over here and another camera over here, and a digital recorder over here. It's like, okay, which one are they gonna come through on?
Yeah.
So sometimes I have to, we have to kind of say, okay, use this device to speak to us, and
Exactly.
really kind of give instructions almost. Yeah.
Yeah, that's very true. Very, very true. Damn, I totally blanked out. All right, so that got you started making apps and devices. What was your favorite thing that you've made so far? I know you made not only the apps, but you've done like paranormal devices too.
Well, yeah, I started off just tinkering with different things, whether it's IR lights or whatever, EM pumps, things like that. And then I made a few ghost boxes, radio ghost boxes, and then I made video ghost boxes too. I made 3 different video ghost boxes. And like Nick Groff used it on one of his shows, one of my video ghost boxes, and he used the app too. But yeah, definitely the apps are when I've gotten like the most innovative when it comes to creating something new. It's definitely, I would say, the apps.
Yeah.
When
I was waiting for you.
when you got pretty much the call from Nick that he wanted to use your equipment, tell us how did that feel, man? Because that must be,
it was pretty cool. He saw some of the things I was making and reached out. He wanted to use the video ghost box on one of his shows. So I sent him that. He borrowed it. I ended up making him another one that he kept. He used it on a different show. I'm not really I can't really recall exactly what show it was. But I did watch it. And then he also used the Spiritus app too on one of his shows as well.
That app is really good, actually. I remember that.
What is it? Which app is it?
Spiritus.
Spiritus.
I've never heard of that either. Yeah.
I think I've been searching EVP apps forever. like on Google Store. So like,
Yeah, that one came
I
out
ran
back
into all the
in
names.
2016, I believe.
Yeah, that's pretty old.
I want to talk about I want to talk about his app that I just downloaded, the Miracle Box. That app is spooky as shit. Have you guys know?
Actually, I made it, but it's actually that's one that Steve Huff designed.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I just he's the designer for that app. I just helped develop it.
Yeah, that one's spooky. It's basically it speaks backwards, so anything that you hear, it's like it's really creepy. It's creepy. The creep factor. I love it.
It's a good one. Yeah, it's based off of his physical devices that he made. It's based off of that technique put into like an app form, and that's what that is.
Okay, yeah, it's creepy. And your Necrophonic app, that app is really good too. I got cussed out.
Everybody uses that one.
Yeah, it's a go-to.
Yeah, spirits like to cuss me out on that one.
Yeah, that's the app that really kind of took off.
Hell yeah. Even now to this day, like I would say I still see people for years using that app. And that's crazy. Our friend Sean, who was on last week, he loves that app. He's always using that app. That's like his go-to app. He doesn't even have, I mean, if I'm sure he has maybe a recorder. I've never seen him use it. He only uses Necrophonic.
Yeah, he only uses Necrophonic for sure.
Yeah, it seems to work really well for people.
Yeah.
What has been your favorite location to like investigate since you over there in Southern California? Like what has been your go-to? Or like your most memorable, let's say.
My most what?
Memorable? Yeah.
There's been quite a few over the years, but recently we did go to Southern California. The Witch's Tower was a good one.
Yeah.
Even though we didn't even go at nighttime, it was just in the middle of the day. It was still creepy.
Was it creepy? I want to go. Yeah.
And I mean, the Queen Mary's always fun.
Yeah.
Winchester's cool, but it's not like it's more of like a tour, so you can't really do a whole lot there.
I think YouTubers get into that.
Like, yeah, I mean, you could probably pay or something to have some kind of special access, but
probably expensive, right? Probably like
it's probably not.
Yeah.
Do you think that place? Like, what do you get from that place? Do you feel like? Well, do you feel anything or anything like that?
There's definitely. I feel like there's spirits there. And it's just a really weird place. Like, she just kept building and building and building on, and it's like staircases that go to the ceiling and like doors that open up to the outside, and just weird. It's like a big maze, basically.
Yeah, I want to go, even just for a tour. I want to go up there.
Yeah,
Have you been to this place, the Wadley House?
Yeah, I went there when we went to Southern California.
Yeah,
I think I did see
that one's small. It's really small.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, it's not as big as
I was expecting it to be a lot bigger, but
yeah, it's really small.
For the Winchester, I was wondering if like, I don't know, I just get like a confused like vibe from that place. I don't know if maybe it's just because that lady was kind of but I don't know if it's just that people thinking it's so haunted and like maybe putting that, I don't know, intention into it, or that stain of it, or is it really, and maybe that conjured up the spirits in there, if there is spirits in there. But like, I would love to see it investigated. You don't really see that. I think I only see like one investigation, and it was, I can't even remember who the hell it was. And they had the lights off, and this guy almost like fell through, like, if he didn't turn on the lights or like have the camera on it, he would have fell right through a hole. And I was like, oh my God, it's like a death trap in there.
Yeah, they have windows like on the ground, like looking down.
Yeah, it was like that. And I was like,
weird.
Shit.
Yeah.
Not good.
Definitely want to go up there. Definitely. When are you taking me?
I don't know. Joy, when you taking us?
Let's go.
Take my ass with you.
Tomorrow.
I always love that place.
All right, Keith's gonna meet us over there, right, Keith? And we're just all gonna.
Sounds good.
We're all gonna just do our thing.
Fly out to California.
Well, he's in California.
Well,
You gotta get there first, right?
Where was the Watts family? Is that Colorado? I could have swore they had a house.
Colorado, yeah.
He lives by the Sorry, one more time. Oh God.
Lacey Peterson,
Lacey
Scott Peterson.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Have you
Modesto over there?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you driven by the house?
Yeah, a couple times.
Does anybody live
Actually not that far away from me at all. It's like,
really? Does anybody live there?
yeah, there's new people living there now.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so I gotta ask: have you guys seen the story? Have you followed the story?
Oh.
Dan Armando. What about you, Keith?
Of which one?
The Lacey Peterson.
Oh yeah, I know about it.
Do you think he's guilty?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. What about you, Jen? Armando.
The name, I know the name, but I'm like drawing a blank
She
on
was
the
the one that was
story.
pregnant.
But they never found the body, right?
No, they did find her body.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, she was 8 months pregnant.
Yes. Yeah, no, that guy was totally guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
I remember.
found her body in the bay.
Yeah. And the baby was out of her when they found her. They were in a different area. So sad.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it was really sad.
Did she have?
Have you been tempted to do like an investigation right in front of the house? I would be a crazy one and be like sitting there like a weirdo in my car.
Yeah, I ran a spirit box app, or not app, the SB7 spirit box. I ran that in front of the house a long time ago, but I never put out the video or nothing.
Yeah. Okay, so I gotta ask. Speaking of videos, I noticed that you have 2 channels. Which one is your active one, and which one is one?
The active one right now is, it's called @ChillSeekersX.
Okay.
One, it's got the logo with the red Chill Seekers writing in the middle.
Okay.
That's the current one.
Yeah, I had to follow your link because I seen your post that you posted a new video, and I went to YouTube and I typed in your name, and I'm like, "Where's the video at?" So then I had to follow your link tree.
Yeah, we got like 3 channels now. Long story.
It's all good. So are they still all of them are still active though? All of them are still
not really. The other ones I still have access to them, but I don't post on them.
Okay.
Unless it's like an update kind of thing. I don't really post new videos though.
Gotcha.
I'm just putting everything on the new one now.
Okay.
You have a lot of you have a lot of cool stuff on your other one, the Keith Walden one.
Oh yeah.
You do. I mean, that's where a lot of people can see like all your older stuff. And like I was watching, you did a video like say like back then on like there was like say something from about Seattle, and then like I think maybe it was something previous to right before like coronavirus or something like that. Before that, like I'm into all that. I've been doing all those crazy ass videos for myself. But I do
a lot more like experimenting and testing and stuff like that on that channel.
Yeah. So how long have you like been building apps?
Since 2015.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steve. Okay, so we have Steve Kindred who just posted this, and I know he uses apps too, so he's not being like negative. He says, so while I'm a supporter of some apps, what do you say to the naysayers who believe they're only for entertainment? You know what? They have to post for entertainment purposes as far as for when you on the Google store or the App Store or whatever. But if you don't put that, I guess like you had a problem with the Transcend Spirit Link.
Yeah.
Because they were like, this is fake or whatever, you know, like you have to put certain things on there just to even have it on the store for people to download, like, you know, but if you don't.
They wanted like disclaimers and stuff so that it's not misleading to the consumer, I guess.
Yeah.
Because no one could say like for sure, like this app is going to communicate with dead people, you know?
Right. Right.
So yeah, we had a lot of trouble with that last app, and they never did that before on the other apps, but the last one, they gave us a hard time about getting that one on there.
Oh, for Apple?
Yeah.
That's why, because it's Apple.
Claims of spirit communication. That was the reason for denying it.
No, because it said for spirit communication. That's crazy.
Yeah. So we had to take out
so many apps on there.
Yeah, we had to take out everything that had anything to do with spirit communication or paranormal use or anything like that. We had to put disclaimers like for entertainment purposes, and that it produces random words and vocal sounds, and like we had to go jump through all these hoops to get it on the store. But they finally said, "Thanks for making the changes. It's approved." Like,
it's approved.
But
You think it's
as far as people thinking it's for entertainment, everyone has their own opinion about devices. Some people say that spirit boxes don't work either, and some people think that REM pods don't work, and everyone has their opinion about everything, really. But
yeah, I got to tell you a story about your Necrophonic app. So I had somebody. So okay, so we were.
This is my coworker.
Huh?
What? No, I'm reading this comment, and I'm like, that's somebody from my job. I just don't know who it is. I'm like, what the fuck? Oh, I know it is, Marcus. What's up, Marcus?
So we were at this haunted firehouse in Long Beach, and I decided to pull out the Necrophonic app, and I was asking, can you tell us one of her names, right? And so it pulled up 𝗏𝗏𝗏, it said 𝗏𝗏𝗏, didn't it? Or 𝗏𝗏𝗏. It said something like similar to that. Mm-hmm. And then her boyfriend at the time was like, well, how do you know it's not just pulling random roads, it's pulling random roads. And I said, out of everybody in my phone book, why would it pull up 𝗏𝗏𝗏? Like, you know what I mean? So that's what I have to say for the naysayers, because it spits out shit that you don't expect. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I have a lot of phone numbers and I got numbers to businesses and all kinds of stuff, and why it would pull up her name only and nobody said her name.
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty cool. So
I mean, that's kind of the thing about it is people say, well, it's just saying random words or whatever, and it's like, well, when you ask a question, you get a direct response.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
Or
yeah,
you get a certain name or location or whatever, personal information even coming through.
It's too much.
It's kind of hard to be like, oh yeah, that's fake. I think a lot of the time is some people, they just don't have that experience. They turn it on. They say, I want to talk to grandma or whoever, and they don't come through right away, or they don't get anything, and there's instantly they're like, it's fake.
Right. Yeah.
Like, exactly.
Yeah. And then there was another time we were at where the 𝗵𝗏𝗏 State Enchanted Forest is over there in Pasadena. I'm sure you heard of it if you're from California.
I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with Southern California.
Oh, okay. Well, we were with a group of 8 people, and I said, can you tell me how many people are with me? And it said 8, and there was 8. I was like, oh, motherfucker. That's crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So most of the time we do get mumbo jumbo, but sometimes we get those, spot on answers. It's hard to be like, it's just too much of a coincidence. Even with the SP7. So even with apps or SP7s, it's crazy. Yeah, I had some guy tell me my orb video was nothing. I'm like, oh, we have a naysayer, a non-believer. Like, so what do you think it is, buddy? God.
Yeah, everyone's got an opinion,
Yeah, they do. They're like, yeah. Everybody has an asshole and everybody has an opinion. So, yeah.
Well, for say an example, to talk where you guys were talking about his previous app, the Necrometer. I'm telling you, I love that. I had, when I first downloaded it, the whole week I was I walked the park and I jog and stuff. So while I was just walking afterwards, I would turn it on and wouldn't say anything. I would just leave it running just to see, that's what I do to all the apps. And I remember sitting down on a bench and I just had it on. And I was just listening to it. And at that time, we had something living in our attic, and it was like running around at night, when I'm trying to go to bed for work, because I wake up mad early in the morning. And it was have a party up there. It was back and forth. All you hear is whoa, whoa. And you can hear chomping on cables, or I don't know what the hell it's doing. And then it'll stop. Then it'll disappear for a couple of days. And then it'll out of nowhere, at 10 p.m. it's going crazy again. And so while I was at the park, it had mentioned that. It said something about I can't remember now because that's been quite a while, but it mentioned attic. It was something in the attic, and I was listening to it. I was wait a second. I'm did you say attic? So now I'm talking to myself at the park. I'm hey, did you say attic? Say it again. What's in the attic? I'm what is that? And I called him. I was you're never gonna believe it. This shit started talking about the attic, and it mentioned a book. It mentioned something about my grandma, and at that time I was kind of trying to get information about my great grandmother, and because I'm told that she's the one that's with me. Oh, I was going to ask you a question about. I'll come back to that. And it started mentioning about my grandma. It said grandma, attic, book, all this crazy shit, and I was just like, dude, this is wild, because I hadn't mentioned anything.
Were you using
I hadn't even said anything. I just the Necrometer for that one.
Yeah, the speech mode or the
not the text, just the speech. I never even used the text mode on that one. I just only did the speech, and that one gave me like results probably every single time. Maybe like the first day I started using it, not really, but I was using it at work, just like leaving it on and trying to see. And the more I was using it, the more I got like a better connection with it. So that one to me, like I was raving about it. I was telling people, I'm like, y'all should try this app because this shit really works.
Yeah, that's kind of one of my go-to apps right now that I like using is the Necrometer speech mode.
Yeah.
You know, what's interesting about it is it doesn't have sound banks or word lists or radio or anything like that. It's actually just using a alphabet list to generate speech sounds. So the idea is, you know, spirits could basically influence that text formation to speak what they want to say.
I mean, the voice, it was coming out clear. So I was super impressed.
Yeah. So do you program them yourself, or how do you like?
Me and my friend.
Oh, okay.
My friend Chris, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he's not really involved in the paranormal. He's a good programmer. And I've known him probably over 20 years now.
Wow.
But yeah, we meet up once or twice a week and work on the apps together.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
Do you think it's possible to make a? Oh shoot! I'm getting a ring in my ear.
It's a ghost. There's a ghost by him.
It says abuela.
Yeah. It's a ping, like a ping.
Yeah, it's saying don't talk.
That means someone's talking crap.
Yeah. I know, my ear was itching. I'm like, who's talking about me?
You remember back then? Yeah, somebody's talking crap about you. Your earring.
You think it's possible to make an app? I don't know if you see RoboCop, the first one.
Oh yeah, I love the RoboCop movies. Yeah,
I think it's the first one where one of the guys dies, and the enemy he puts himself in almost like in a TV, like a white noise, and his face comes out in the screen.
Okay, yeah.
To make an app almost where it's like you're facing a direction, and it's like almost like a white noise, like staticky, where it'll pick up faces. Type of. Do you think it's possible? I don't know. I'm just thinking about all the things that are out there, and I've never seen something like that.
I'm not sure. I know we're just now getting into messing with some face detection stuff. Looking at creating something using that, but I mean, yeah, it's possible. I guess you could do something.
I know they have the device with the stick. You know what is it called? The
SLS.
Oh, the SLS.
They have that with the stick figures, but I'm imagining like
good. There is an app that has that already.
But with the white noise, staticky, black and white.
Yeah,
like just like you're saying, like to hold the phone with that like white noise filter on it already, and to see if something comes out is what you're trying to talk about.
Yeah, if it's able to pick up a face, like in RoboCop where the guy's face shows and you see his face like in the screen,
like yours right now.
Yeah, like me, like
thumbnail. There you go.
Yeah, I kind of tried to do that a little bit with some of my apps before, but they haven't been too successful. But I did put like Spiritus has a visual ITC feature, and Deadwave also has a visual ITC feature as well. And you can kind of get some stuff in there, but not as clearly as what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, I guess it would be possible to do something like that. It'd be kind of cool to have that staticky and then screen, and then maybe have like a facial detection.
Yeah, like the poltergeist.
Kind of put the square or something around it. I don't know.
Yeah, right, like a poltergeist.
Almost like
like and what?
No, not that. Not
Caroline.
Not like that. not that one. But like,
if you could come up with something like that, it'd be cool as shit.
That would be dope. Yeah. Have you talking about that? Have you ever used or you ever heard of oh my god, what is Paranormal? Like, there's a channel on YouTube, and I've used it. So it's basically like filtered white noise video on top of more white noise, like filtered like 3 times, and then so I think it has the audio too. So I've used that where you get like what I guess Joy is talking about.
White noise.
From through the white noise visual. What like shapes, outlines. I've seen shit that looks like an alien come out. Faces, crazy stuff. Like so one time I was asking about my grandma, since come back to my grandma for some reason. This was around that same time where your app was coming out. That I started messing with that, and I was like, I don't know, show me it's you or show me something, and like it's weird because it's like all this distorted like image, and I got like a heart, and I was like, damn, that's fucking crazy. I was like, okay, I was like, all right, well, I'm turning off now, but I think that would be super interesting if you can come out with something like that, like portable, because I can't carry my. I mean, you can do it portable like that, but it's just maybe something more handy, like an app, not just because that thing goes live feed every once in a while. It's not all the time, and then you got to catch it live too. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen it before. I know what you're talking about. But,
yeah.
I mean, we're always trying to come up with new things, especially visual stuff, because people really like, capture visual evidence.
Hell yeah.
So I don't know. We'll experiment and see what we come up with.
On your video, on that video ghost box that you did, remember you posted some images after that you captured. There was one that looked like she looked like an avatar, like a blue alien almost, but it had like it looked like a female that had breasts, but just like the outline, and it looked like it would have been a blue avatar. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
I can't quite picture which one you're talking about.
It looks crazy.
But yeah, I mean, I've caught a lot of pretty interesting. I know there's one that looks like Dirty Harry. It looks like Clint Eastwood almost.
Yeah.
It was weird. Yeah.
Do you think you can speak to? Because I don't know, since I've gotten like alien looking things or whatever. Do you think it's possible? Maybe you can speak to if other life out there like that, like an actual like aliens?
Okay, like extraterrestrial stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's possible. I can't really say for sure.
Yeah.
I know, like the original creator of the Ghost Box, Frank Sumption, he believed that he was talking to like aliens. Basically, he didn't think they were ghosts.
Yeah.
So I mean, who knows, really? But I think, honestly, in my opinion, I believe they're spirits, human spirits.
Okay.
Just from some of the information that's come through, they don't seem like aliens to me, but I don't know. Anything's possible, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I still think the freaking COVID was from the aliens.
Aliens.
Yeah.
Aliens are our government.
Yeah. I think they fucking dropped something in the freaking air. Oh shit! I cracked myself up.
So Keith, for the folks out there that haven't had a chance yet, Keith actually dropped on the Chill Seekers X channel. He dropped an investigation that he released yesterday, and it was about the Hangman's Tree in San Jose. So first of all, I actually wanted to start off by saying thank you, because when you watch like shows and other people's investigations, it's just like, all right, well, we're here, we're starting off and blah blah blah. Like it was refreshing to see like somebody else kind of like struggling to get to where they needed to get to.
On a hike, yeah.
Like you had to do like it was a 1.5 mile hike, right?
It seemed a lot longer.
And then like, you're lugging around your equipment, your bag, and you're talking to us while you're walking. And then like Jenny and I were watching, and we had the same thought. you see this rando like zooming by you by a bike, and like both of us are like, fuck that guy, bro. Like,
I was laughing so hard.
right there, Keith is there struggling to climb up this hike, and there you see this guy like zooming by like nothing.
Yeah.
But so I wanted to show my appreciation to you for that, because man, it's to go to these places, it's a bit of a journey to get to them.
We don't have mountains like that here, so for me to see that, I'm like, wow. And then like, it's so pretty, it's so beautiful, and it looks like it took forever. And I'm like, holy shit! And this guy was on a bike.
It was definitely a longer hike than we were anticipating.
Yeah, I think so.
And it's definitely, you know, going uphill a lot, some downhill, but mostly uphill.
Yeah. I would have been the two girls in the back behind you, because you're like up and like, I don't know how far they were, but I would have been like, wait.
I need an electric scooter.
It's funny you mentioned the bikes, because we're like, man, if we come back, we need to get some bikes.
Yeah, that's how the 𝗏𝗏𝗀𝗃 estate is. It's a hill, right? With it, it's a hill, and then the driveway's all messed up. So like, you got to watch where you're walking. You can break your ankles, and it's pitch black.
Yeah,
Pitch black. Yeah, you gotta. If you ever come to Southern California, you definitely got to go. There's a lot of spooky
deers and mountain lions.
Yeah, it's.
I thought I saw a mountain lion, and it was a deer.
We tried to bring our scooters up there, but the road was all fucked up. We were like, it wasn't working. But yeah,
Steve,
you definitely gotta go there. It's a cool place. Cool
Steve had this question. Which I'm not sure which app are you talking about, referring to, Steve? The new one, or like which GPS? Does it work off the GPS location? I'm not sure.
Is it the Necrophonic Steven, or he has a new one called Transcend Theory? Is it that one, or Necrophonic or Necrometer?
I'm gonna check that one out.
Do you know which one?
I'm not sure which one he's talking about.
Well, I can tell you that none of the apps use GPS location except for
Necrophonic.
A couple of apps that are okay. Yeah, Necrophonic doesn't use GPS location.
Okay.
There was a couple apps that were designed for like kind of like a Randonautica style app.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Where it does random GPS locations and stuff, like based off of anomalies, basically. So those do use GPS location, but the ITC apps like Necrophonic and Necrometer and all that, no, they don't use GPS.
That's good to know.
Yeah, they don't really
I wasn't
use
sure.
Well, Necrometer uses the magnetometer sensor, which is kind of like EMF readings. It measures like magnetic interference in the environment.
Nice.
Okay. Cool.
So do you recommend putting your phone on airplane mode when you use your apps, or?
You can.
Okay.
Some people like to do that. I mean, I guess it's just your preference.
For the non-believers. Oh, it's using your GPS. Yeah.
But yeah, I encourage. I mean, if you want to use airplane mode or whatever, yeah, you don't need internet. You don't need GPS. You don't need any of that.
Okay, that's good to know.
I mean, but what if it's like, so he's saying it? He said that, but that again goes with like the naysayers about the app. Says that some apps will spit out words depending on your location to make, according to like Investigator or whatever. But if it's not using GPS, and then how, it's not doing that. And on top of that, how do you know if that's not an intelligence response in the first place? Just like James was talking about, like the 𝗏𝗏𝗃. I don't know how an actual 𝗏𝗏𝗃 would be using GPS, because I don't have that hooked up to like. That's just like a standalone thing. Airplane.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about the 𝗏𝗏𝗃. The last one I had was 𝗏𝗏𝗃 3, which is a long time ago, and
you have the old one.
I'm pretty sure that one doesn't have GPS, but I don't know. The new ones maybe.
Yeah, no, on my 𝗏𝗏𝗃, I didn't put any Wi-Fi. Even my little spirit chat box that I have, I don't connect to the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, and I don't even think there's any settings so that it doesn't allow you to. Once you turn it on, it just goes straight to popping up words.
Mm-hmm.
There's no like settings or anything you can open.
Yeah, I would say if you're using Necrophonic and they're saying the name of the location, then that's pretty good indication that spirits are communicating with you and saying,
Yeah.
Do you use your apps when you go on investigations?
yeah.
Which one is your favorite out of all your apps that you
Good question.
I have. It's hard to name a favorite because I like all of them, but
yeah.
I use Necrometer a lot, Necrophonic, EVP Shifter, and now the new one, Transcend Theory.
Yeah, I didn't realize. Yeah, I didn't realize when I downloaded the one. I didn't realize how many apps you had. I was like, oh shit, I'm behind.
Been doing it forever.
Yeah, I know. I was like, damn.
And then out of those three that you named, do you find that you veering towards one every now and again than the other?
Lately, it's been Necrometer. That's been my main one. The new one, Transcend Theory, that just came out recently, so I'm starting to move towards that one and use it more. But Necrometer's been my go-to for a little while now.
That's the one.
And actually, we're working on an update for that one right
what
now.
do you mean? Tell me more. How's it going to be updated?
We're going to improve the text mode a lot. So we're just basically revamping the whole text mode, coming up with new ways to improve it. The speech mode, we're going to add a few things. Just a couple settings to change the audio. I don't want to give too much away because just in case it doesn't happen, I don't want to make any promises.
I love that app as is. Trust me, that shit works.
But yeah, it's going to be a pretty big update for it.
Nice.
Oh, super excited.
So now I have to go download those apps.
Download that one at least.
Which one? Transcend or the Necrometer?
Necrometer.
I was in
I'll do Necrometer first.
Yeah.
Oh, Necrometer. Sorry.
Necro.
I have both.
Said that.
If you do catch the newest episode that he just released yesterday on the Hangman's Tree, you'll definitely see the Transcend Theory in action. And that's actually one of two topics that I wanted to talk to you about that episode.
Mm-hmm.
So there was one point where super intelligent response, you had asked how many spirits were there, and it did say 4 had died at the tree.
Mm-hmm.
At that point in time as well, you kept hearing like movement in the shrubs or the bushes behind you. And then it appears that the app says, now that's what I wanted you to confirm with me. It said there dies. Is that what it says?
Their dice.
I think it said dice, like dice that you roll.
Yeah.
Oh,
like
okay.
They're dice.
And you had that in another answer later on too. I don't know if you had the
word. It said something about something dice or pay me or something like that. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So they mentioned dice a couple times. I don't know. Maybe they like to play craps or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But
I had thought it was interesting, and even if it was die, it could make sense that perhaps the spirits were behind the bushes, and that's what you kept hearing. But then, as we were watching more, then the dice came out again. What is your perception on it? Do you believe that possibly spirit was in the bushes behind you, or they saw that you were interacting with other spirits? Possibly, is that why you think you were hearing that behind you?
I can't say what was in the bushes. It could have been paranormal, or it could have been some like critters, because there were like on my way up there, I saw like bunnies and lizards and all kinds of stuff. So it could have been an animal moving around in the bushes. I can't say for sure.
Okay.
But,
what's the story with the what was it? The building? I can't remember. I have a bad memory.
The furnace.
The furnace. Yeah.
The rotary furnace. Yeah. I didn't really know much about that. Just some old like factory thing where people would work.
I'm sure there's.
I don't know. It's like abandoned now, and they got it fenced off. But standing from outside the gate, you could hear what sounds like things moving around inside the building,
but not animals.
Really
like
I can't say for sure. There could be an animal in there or something. We couldn't get in there to see, but there was definitely like movement going on inside the building, and we heard it very clearly.
Yeah, like really cool.
So I don't know what it was.
There's a cemetery that we investigate from time to time here that is right across the street from like a mill type of building that's there, and it made a very similar noise
that you said you heard.
Like when
it was like a psst, like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard that
maybe like a sound from an exhaust or something like that.
That's what it kind of sounded like. Yeah, I heard that, and then it also sounded like metal or something, like being like a dragging sound. Kind of hard to explain, but like metal dragging on the floor is kind of what it sounded like.
Yeah, I don't think that was an animal. That couldn't be an animal unless
that's crazy.
What if there's like dragging something away?
Yeah, it's definitely some weird noises coming through.
It's the mill people.
That's what I was saying. Some hillside white shit going on in there.
Yeah. That's why that place is probably not safe to go to at night.
You know what? Yeah.
That area is like, it's right off of what's called Hicks Road. And they have like weird urban legends about that place. There's supposedly like a cannibalistic albino cult that live in the woods there. And it's like this urban legend that's been like around since like the 70s.
Wow.
And so like a lot of people go out there and look for these albino people. And I don't know, it's really interesting. And then there's like cryptids and UFOs and all kinds of like weird stories about this place.
Would you go at night? Would you go back?
Yeah, we went back at night.
Oh, you did?
Day. We were really tired because we've been hiking all day. But we went back and we drove to the spot where this video is going to come out next Friday. We drove to the top of this road where rumors online people are saying is where this cult is. And so we went there, and it's like a dead end. Well, it's not a dead end, but the road ends and it says area closed, and it's like a dirt trail after that. So we went up there, and I heard some crazy noises, and I kind of got a little spooked, to be honest. Yeah, it was interesting.
See, that sometimes outside investigations are the best because not only you got to worry about ghosts, you got to worry about animals. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So either way, you're getting double the scare.
Control. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Dang,
that's cool. I can't wait to see that.
I would totally. Where is it at? Is that by you? The Dead Man's?
It's in San Jose.
San Jose. Okay, yeah,
that's like
How far is that from you, Joy?
It's like 6 to 8 hours away.
Yeah, it's up here.
Yeah.
Northern California. Well, central Northern California.
Yeah, California is long as hell.
Yeah.
Well, just for the folks that don't live in California, we're gonna drop some geography lessons right now. How long does it take to cross the whole state of California, north and southwise? I'm not talking about east and west.
So if you
go from one point
from the south to the north.
So okay, so I'm in LA, right? So LA to San Francisco is about
over 10 hours for sure.
Yeah,
12 to 15 hours.
Yeah, 10. Yeah, about
12 to 15, easy.
No traffic.
Jesus.
Talk about no traffic.
Yeah, for me, if I go to San Diego, it's like 8 hours.
Okay, damn, you're far.
Wow. Jeez.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
And we think Florida takes forever. Jeez,
I know.
Look at them.
Do you feel like California barely has any place to investigate? Do you feel the same way? I feel like
I start to feel that way, and then I find a bunch of new places. So
yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's expensive.
There is quite a bit. You just kind of have to do a little digging.
Outside, yeah, there's more than the inside, I think.
You got to be willing to get arrested.
Well, California's property value is so expensive that if a place goes abandoned, they're like, all right, demolish and rebuild. Like,
yeah.
So, they're not just going to leave it there because it's like, that's $1 million property. Just
Yep.
So a lot of abandoned
You can't even buy a piece of a sidewalk for,
Yeah, it's crazy.
a little square. California's ridiculous. Are you from California? Are you born and raised in California?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, me too. Yeah.
Okay.
See, y'all got to come out to California, guys.
I can say the same thing about Florida too.
Down to the East Coast.
I want to go to Florida. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I'm
Oh
Hey,
yeah, come down.
Keith, if you ever come our way, we'll show you
my
around.
God.
We have some spots. A lot of people think that Miami, Florida doesn't have any spots. Just like you guys, if you do a little digging, you'll find we do have some locations here in South Florida, not just Miami, but West Palm that some people know about as well. Yeah, there's some good spots.
I feel like you guys have more than we have.
I
How
think
far are
we
you
have
guys
shit.
from St. Augustine?
Yeah, I feel like you guys.
Oh, we
have
were
more.
just there like
We were
March.
there about to be 2 months ago, actually.
Yeah.
Wow.
Was that like about 5 hours?
It was about 5 hours from where we're at. We're like
Got a lot of
closest to the bottom.
haunted places there, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so old. It's very nice.
Definitely.
Everything from North Florida, Mid Florida up. I mean, there's a gang of old shit.
You got to think about it, Keith. That's actually the first location that was settled in Florida ever. So the history there, you know, it's between the Spanish and then them being attacked and going to Cuba to kind of like get away from the attackers. And there's a lot of history in St. Augustine. A lot of history.
Oh yeah,
Alabama.
Alabama.
that's what I was laughing at. Yeah,
Because that's more the Bible Belt. They probably just whoop your ass. You think believe in ghosts. That's probably why they're like, we don't have ghosts here.
I don't know if that was directed at me, but you guys are right by Nevada.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yes, Steve from Black Smoke. You're more or less by Nevada, no, right?
Yeah.
San Jose's.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think Virginia City. I went there a few times.
I want to go there.
Like a
so
three
bad.
and a half hour drive east.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going back. Well, I'm going to. It's not even a paranormal trip; it's a birthday thing. But going to Nevada soon, and on the way there, we're going to go to the Donner Tunnels. And that place, I don't know if you've seen the Donner Tunnels, but like Google it, and you'll see like how
Donner
awesome.
tunnels. Let me see.
It's like an abandoned railroad tunnel that goes through the mountains there and then Sierras. And it's like super creepy looking.
Where's that at?
Supposedly
I don't
like
think I've ever heard of that.
hella people died making it and stuff, like hella Chinese people.
Oh,
That's
wait.
what makes sense. That's what makes sense why it would be like that.
That wasn't on Ghost Adventures, was it? No, I don't think so.
I'm not sure if they went there.
Did
They might have.
I don't think I've heard of that.
Did 𝗏𝗏𝗃? Do you guys watch 𝗏𝗏𝗃? I think
Omar's been there.
Yeah, I think I've seen a video.
Okay, so that's probably why.
Yeah, that's probably why it sounds familiar. But I think it's far too, right? How far is that? Isn't there like a bunch of tunnels though?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so he's
It's like they're all connected. It's like they had a railroad going through there.
Truckee, California.
Where's Truckee at?
It's in the middle of nowhere.
Oh no shit, Sherlock. Thanks.
It's like up
Like
going
everything
towards
else.
Nevada. It's like pretty close to
It
Nevada.
says China Wall on Donner Summit. It's a tourist attraction. It says it Placer.
I think that's a hike too.
Placer County. Placer County.
Yeah, it's like going towards Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, let me see if
No, you're not gonna be able to show it.
no,
No.
It's like blurred out.
it's blurred
Yeah,
out.
because you have your background blur. Oh, you know what? Do this.
This is what it looks like.
Influencer thing going on.
He's funny
Dantex
though.
said very spooky. So maybe Dantex knows about it. I don't have to look it up just to refresh my memory.
The Donner tunnels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joy, since you both been to the same place, the Suicide Bridge, like I want you to guys to maybe like tell me like your both experiences, like because you had some crazy ass experience. You were down there in the bottom, and I don't know if you spent that much time in the bottom, Keith, or well, you
Yeah.
kind of did, right?
That was where I spent
Right.
most of the time. We walked like halfway across it, and then, but we were there during the day, and it was like kind of a lot of traffic and stuff.
Oh God, yeah.
And
Yeah.
those cars are like flying by, and there's like not even that much room between you and the cars. And it's like kind of scary.
It feels uncomfortable. Yeah. I
Yeah.
kind of got that impression from the video.
Hell yeah.
So when you were there, were you like in the dirt area, like way on the bottom? Because I know there's a park, and then it goes further down.
We were just in the park area.
Oh, the park area. Okay.
We walked around the park area. I ran some apps. I did the SLS camera and got some like weird stick figures that look. I mean, I wouldn't say that claiming that they're jumping off the bridge, but it looked kind of like that.
Yeah,
I seen some. It did. The first one that popped up, I was like, "Oh,
that's
what?"
not just your perception. That's exactly
the same.
what
That's
we
the same
took it to.
impression I got. Yeah, which was pretty.
Yeah, supposedly like over 150 people have committed suicide on the bridge.
Yeah,
right.
So pretty interesting.
How many times have you gone there?
Just once. It was back in this last October, we did a week-long trip to Southern California.
Okay.
We went to Roosevelt in Hollywood, Queen Mary in Long Beach, Hotel del Coronado in San Diego.
Nice. Okay.
Padre Hotel in Bakersfield. And when we were down there, we also went to like the Pasadena Bridge, Whaley House, Witch's Tower.
Okay, so Cobb Estate, it's Chanted Forest, is close to the Pasadena Bridge, so it's only like 15 minutes away from there.
Cobb Estate. You'll have to remember that next time because we do plan on going back.
Yeah,
probably to San Diego, because that was a really fun place.
Yeah.
And
San Diego.
I want to go to the Witch's Tower at nighttime. I'm like,
me too. Yeah.
I want you guys to go there so bad since I seen this guy.
It was crazy. I mean, we were only there for like 20 minutes, and it was like all this crazy stuff happened.
Really?
Yeah. We went up there, and like the app's going crazy, talking about demons and all kinds of crap, and then we get this like sulfur smell, like really strong sulfur smell. And I've never really experienced anything like that before. And at first I was like, is something on fire or like, what the hell is that smell? But there was no one around. And it came, it was really strong. My girlfriend smelled it too. And then the next thing you know, it was gone. And it was weird. If you look on the ground, that place is creepy because they have all these like burn marks and like wax stains and stuff. Because people do like all these occult rituals and stuff on top of there. And there's been like blood stains. There's rumors of like somebody found a body there. And,
I was gonna say, didn't they find a body there? Like,
I think
so.
That's a rumor. I don't know for sure.
Is the parking like right there, or do you have to hike?
No, it's right there. Okay. It's like almost in the parking lot. Like you park. There's a parking lot there, Presidio Park, and then it's like right on the corner of the parking lot is the tower.
Can you go inside?
You can go on top. There's a staircase that goes up to the top, and that's where the pentagram is. There's a pentagram in brick at the top. That's why people do all these like occult rituals and satanic rituals and stuff.
You can in the building. You go in the building.
No, it's like
the building.
They have a staircase on the outside. So it's like
yeah.
What's in that building?
It used to be used as a jail and a Spanish guardhouse, like back in the day.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and I guess the guy who died in the jail was like the first American to die in California.
Oh wow.
Something like that, yeah.
Oh,
it's like some weird history like that. That whole park has a lot of weird history. It's like, I don't know if you've seen it, but not too far away is like the huge brick cross. There's like a giant cross made out of bricks. And I don't know. I think there's an Indian burial ground, they say, at that park too.
Dude, I'd have to go. Yeah,
Presidio Park. There's a lot of weird history.
I'm from San Diego, and I never heard of
it. And Whaley House is just like within walking distance.
Oh, is it that? Oh, so it's right in Old Town area then, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm definitely gonna have to go. Yeah.
I can't wait for you
guys to go. 305.
We'll go back at night.
I can't wait for you to go so I can see it.
I get to experience it through you.
Exactly.
Where we going?
Just like I was able to experience Keith's workout session before going to investigate.
Well, we had to do a hike. It was a 3 mile in and 3 mile back to leave it at a rocket facility, and like an abandoned rocket facility out here in the Everglades. And like, well, some of our teammates have went prior to that, like a couple of times, and they were trying to figure out how to go there. Like one got like an electric scooter. Somebody was like, yo, we're gonna do bikes this time, because that trek was like, it's crazy. Because once you get there, and then it's like all the buildings are like kind of like spread out, so you're still walking a lot all over the place. But we took bikes, and then at the end of the night, everything was fine until This one over here ran into somebody else on a bike, and everybody was like,
Yeah, but say the full
Oh,
story.
damn.
somebody saw a spider. Steve from Black Smoke, I think he saw a spider. I don't know. It's so
He ran into a spider web.
A spider web because at night, and
it was nighttime, no light.
Yeah, no, yeah, because we were coming. It was super late. So I think he maybe felt like this web or ran into that web or something, and then that distracted him. Yeah. And then from there, he just ran into like Armando's back end of the bike, and everybody did like a fucking flip. It was like chaos. And I'm in the front. I'm like, what the fuck is all that? And like, no! Everybody's on the floor dying.
Like, what happened?
Yeah,
we're actually doing some bike shopping right now because we want to go back to that place in San Jose, and we want to go to Angel Island too. And for that, it's like a 6 mile trail that goes around the island.
Jesus,
that's cool.
Fuck that.
And you have to be back at a certain time, or you're gonna miss the ferry out. So it's like we gotta have bikes for that because I don't want to get stuck there overnight. And
see, that's
I
when
don't feel like
having
walking
your light equipment and your phone apps come in handy, because at least you're not gonna
traveling light. Yeah, exactly.
Chugging so much weight, you know.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, they got those electric bikes now too that make it.
Well, I was thinking about an electric scooter. I don't know how much charge.
We have an electric scooter. Yeah, that's what we took on
the guy that went. He ran out of battery. The battery only lasted enough for one trip.
Freaking
the way back, he
had to walk it. So we've thought of all these things.
It drains the battery, you're screwed.
Yeah.
So Keith, the last thing I want to mention, guys, one last time about his latest episode for the Hangman's Tree.
Mm-hmm.
Go and show Keith some love, please. Like his video if you haven't yet. Subscribe to him. He throws out amazing content.
Yeah.
I did want to ask you, because there's something that happened with us at a location, and I wanted to ask you, do you believe that the power lines that are fairly close to the trail that you were on, do you believe that the power lines help ramp up activity?
I'm not sure. It could be like some people believe in like electricity, like static charge in the air, or like EM pumps that produce magnetic energy fields. Some people believe that spirits can feed off that energy to manifest or communicate or whatever they feel like doing, I guess. But I don't really know either way. I mean, I think it's more of a theory, and maybe it helps them, but I can't say for sure. And I can't say that using certain things has made more activity happen. So I don't really know.
Yeah.
More like a theory at this point.
Yeah, I think they definitely can drain all like cameras and batteries and stuff like that. Because I've experienced some weird things with that happening before.
I know. I always tell the energy, like, take it from my batteries or take it from my outlet, and then right after I tell them that, like, shit goes off. So I don't know. Is it coincidence? Maybe.
Yeah, I've had weird things happen where camera batteries got drained super fast, and equipment started malfunctioning, and just all kinds of different electronic issues happening all at once.
Yeah.
So that was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Especially the equipment malfunctioning. Like, we get that a lot. My phone, like, I'm trying to take pictures or video, and that just starts going like, it starts like lagging, or like it skips. It does some crazy stuff. Like,
the worst though was when we went to Waverly Hills. Something happened that it messed up our memory card.
It just wiped out my whole memory card. So
half the night gone.
It happened to me and somebody else.
Yeah.
So another one of our teammates, the same thing happened.
And on the same floor.
Mm-hmm.
I've had something similar happen, but I was using a Kinect camera, with the Windows tablet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I was filming. I actually got some like really interesting like stick figure things pop up, but all of a sudden the screen just started flashing and like it just completely died on me and corrupted all the recordings that I had. Were all corrupted and couldn't recover them. And at that same location, I had other weird like batteries getting drained. I was flying my drone, and the weirdest thing happened. It said like electromagnetic interference or something like that. Error thing popped up, and my drone just took off on its own, like started flying. And I was like, "What the hell's going on?"
Were you able to recover it?
Yeah, I was finally. It was able to like the error went away and stuff, and I was able to bring the drone back. But
nice.
I've never had it do that before ever.
That's crazy.
Drone was like, "Bye."
Yeah, I just took off.
Have you ever been like, well, you said now the Witch's Tower, thinking back about it, but like, was there any place that maybe other than that place that's or situation that scared you like the most? Because since you've been investigating so long.
Trying to think of some scary ones. You know, most of the time I don't really get scared. When something scary happens, I get really excited. And I'm like, yeah, something cool is happening. It's like more entertaining and exciting for me than scared.
Yeah.
I think the most scary things though are when you're like this last time, like this video coming up where I'm out in the middle of nowhere, basically in the middle of the dark, like pitch black darkness, and hearing weird stuff.
Yeah, and you're outside
around you, and you like you don't know if it's a ghost or if it's like a mountain lion or like you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So I think that's more scary. Situations like that where you're kind of a little bit more helpless, I guess.
Yeah.
No, there's like nothing around, you know. And
bring
you don't know
those blow darts.
Don't go with this guy. He'll think everything's a mountain lion. It scare the shit out of you.
Well, this place I'm at, they're supposedly, you know, they have signs, you know, mountain lions.
Mountain lions?
Oh, wow.
What are you supposed to do? You can counter a mountain lion.
Fucking shoot it.
Yeah.
Run zigzag. Yeah, right.
No, because you can't run.
Where you're like,
Don't run.
No, I know. I'm talking shit.
Walk away slowly.
Jen will be the first one to get us killed if we listen to her.
Oh yeah, you can't run. You gotta like
Bye.
Yeah, they'll outrun you for sure. They'll chase you if you
Oh
run.
hell yeah.
Because that just
Yeah.
like big,
Yeah.
yell.
They're jumping.
Bear too, though, right? Bear. Same thing with the bear.
Yeah, but either way, I mean, if they want you, you just gotta you better have something to take them out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, I'm not
Do
trying.
you
to
guys
die
have
like
mountain
that.
lions in Florida?
They got alligators.
They got alligators, right?
You got swamp alligators and mosquitoes.
They got fucking alligators crossing
They call
sidewalks and shit using
They
stop
call them water
lights.
puppies.
They're pushing the button to fucking to cross the street.
Yeah, I couldn't go to jump in your pool and
Yeah.
see an alligator in the bottom.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot though, for real.
Yeah, that's actually a thing.
It's either somebody's car or like an alligator in the fucking pool.
Yeah.
See, that would creep me out because I like going swimming in like lakes and stuff. And
Oh yeah, I can't do
I
that in
couldn't do it
Florida.
if I lived in Florida. I'd be like, oh man, there's
No.
alligators.
You have to do what they call the rock test.
No,
Tap the
that doesn't work either.
You got to throw the rock, and then
See if
You'll
something goes up
see-
snapping at it.
it goes to the rock, and you're like, well, good thing I didn't toss my ass in the water.
I don't even think that's gonna work. You just here in Florida, you have to know that like there's like man-made lakes here, right? I'm not sure if there's anything in there in the first place because they all connect drainage-wise canal to like something. So
Yeah.
I don't know. You know, maybe somebody tossed something in there at this point. We don't even know.
Yeah. Well, then they
That
can just
would
walk
happen.
to the lake too.
Because a lot
right?
of people own stupid ass things like pets, like that for pets, and then they're just like, I can't handle it, and they throw it.
And that's
That's why we have a python problem.
So yeah.
That's the reason why we have a python problem.
You guys have pythons too?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
I mean, whatever.
They go to war. The
They're all over the
gators,
place.
the gators and the pythons fight each other. And
Oh, no,
there
no,
was the weirdest story happened last year where it was a tie. They both died because the gator was chomping on the python, and the python like wrapped itself around the head and like suffocated. So they both died.
Oh, fuck that. Do you guys have a lot of them
Crazy.
in Miami?
What?
Alligators and pythons?
Yeah, they're like everywhere.
We seen a python that was the
We're
size
close
of
to the Everglades.
a 2-lane street.
What the fuck?
So literally 4 lanes. It almost stretched like from one side to the
Oh
other.
hell no! Yeah, no. I'll stay in California.
Hey, leave me with my swamp puppies, man.
Yeah,
I'll
stay with the mountain lions.
Your mountain lions, they
Probably not as
come at
many as
you. The
there are
gators,
alligators.
you do what Jenny says, run in zigzag
Run
with the
zigzag,
gators.
do something.
The gators, and they can't catch you.
And
They move too slow
trip.
like that. They move fast when they're going straight, but not zigzags.
It's because their eyeballs are too wide apart. I don't know why that works.
Science.
I'm bullshitting.
No, that's actually a true thing.
Oh, that's right.
The sad thing is that's for real.
They're like this. Wait, off track. I had a question. On one of your videos before, on your older channel, of course, you were talking about, or maybe like Sadi, I think you mentioned like her spirit guide in the Hangman thing. How did you guys come up with like her spirit guide's name or your spirit guide's? Like, how did you get into that? This is something. Like, how did she know what the name was?
She's been getting that name a lot. I think she's had the spirit guide Helen for like at least 7 years.
Oh, wow.
And so she comes through a lot for her. In the past, when I used to do like Ghostbox sessions and ITC stuff like daily, if not, weekly, all the time, basically. And then I started getting a lot of different spirits coming through, and they would say things like they were calling themselves the Kingdom for a long time. I keep getting that. And so I figured they were like my spirit team or something, but I haven't received anything like that in a long time, because I feel like it's more for people who, if you do it on a regular basis, then you can kind of establish like more like spirit guides or certain spirits that will communicate with you on a regular basis.
Yeah, they're kind of always around.
But now I still do it quite a bit, but not like I used to. It's more like on locations and stuff now.
Do you or your girlfriend have any like type of abilities, like psychic abilities or empath or? Yeah, me neither.
No, not really.
Me neither. Oh, feel bad. I wish I did. Yeah, I think
because like, say some people will be like, "Well, how do I know?" Like, say if I'm trying to like know my guy's name or whatever, and people be like, "Well, what if it's somebody like not somebody, a spirit trying to like trick you or whatever?" But I don't know. I wonder how like people get like their guy's name. I don't know if they even have to really give you your name.
It's usually from doing it on a regular basis.
Yeah.
Like if you're communicating with spirits like daily or every other day kind of thing, then you'll probably establish certain names and stuff with them.
Yeah.
But if it's more just kind of like on locations and certain things like that, it's going to be hard to really establish if it's the same spirits communicating with you or whatever.
Right.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah, I mean that might be a good indication that is your spirit guide if they're always coming up. That means there's just somebody just with you every time you're on investigation.
Yeah, like my girlfriend, she swears that Helen is
somebody. Yeah, somebody.
And she does. She'll get the name come through, and so I've been with her for a while now.
Yeah,
I mean that's good.
You think it'd be a spirit guide or just like a protector or maybe a spirit that attached to her that just wants to keep her safe?
Or maybe
yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I think it's just a spirit that's been sticking around and talking to her.
Yeah, I think when we did this haunted theater down here, I think a little boy spirit attached to our daughter, because I haven't finished the little video, but we kept getting the boy Samuel, and every time we would say Samuel, a device would go off. It was the craziest thing. And I'm like, did you follow us from the theater? And it was like looked like it. Or you weren't there. I don't know why I'm not looking at you. Sorry. It kept the devices would go off every time it was the craziest thing. I don't know. Maybe it's just somebody pretending it's Samuel. I don't know, but we feel like something attached to her for sure because she's pregnant. So maybe I don't know. Sometimes we could pick them up on locations that don't mean any harm. Most of them, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to bring nothing back. And
Yeah, we don't want to.
I don't need any more ghost spirits.
Yeah. So do you investigate your house? Do you investigate in your house?
Not really. I've only been here for a few years now, but the house that I had before this, I would do like ghost box sessions and stuff and EVP sessions and stuff like quite a bit, like at least every week, if not multiple times a week. But
do you feel like that brought anything?
I haven't really done anything here.
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, I've done a few things, but nothing regular.
Would you though? Are you open to it, or are you more of the hell no?
No, I'm open to it.
Yeah. See.
Yeah, I'll probably do more stuff here in the future.
I like this guy. I'm the same way.
When you did it in your previous house, did you feel like it brought maybe activity to you, or like, you know, anything negative or anything like that?
I mean, the old house definitely had something going on there. Since I moved in there, I was experiencing stuff. So I think somebody did die in that house. Like I don't know if it was the previous. I think it might have been the previous owner. But here, I mean, I hear stuff at this house. Like I'll hear, but it could just be creaking and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll hear like sometimes when I'm downstairs, I'll hear like what sounds like somebody walking upstairs, and I know like no one's home.
Yeah. I don't think that'd be a creak. A creak would be like just
kind of weird.
Yeah.
But usually I just kind of shrug it off, like okay, whatever.
Maybe it's the spirits from nowhere gonna follow you and check on you.
Yeah, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
I mean, I have had stuff follow me home, especially in the past, but I think recently we kind of did too. We did like a cleansing. My girlfriend did a cleansing of the house and stuff.
Yeah.
Because we definitely felt like something was following us. So
You
like
sage,
local costume shop.
you sage or something?
Yeah, she used sage and some, like she has some spray stuff. Yeah, and she used that too.
That's
Not
crazy.
the liquid ass, liquid spray, liquid
Oh
ass.
my god,
spray.
we were.
The kid is gonna be like, "What are you talking about?"
I think it was the luminary.
It's from a previous episode.
From a previous episode to kind of prank his son. They were having plumbing issues, and to kind of like continue the smell of the plumbing issues as a prank.
Pretty much, we were.
Joey was spraying the fart spray under the door, like the crack of the door in the floor.
Yeah.
He would spray it in.
Long story short, we had plumbing issues and we got it fixed, and then we just kept fucking with my son and telling him that the plumbing was still bad and we need to have the plumbers come back out because he would spray this liquid ass under a door. It was hilarious. For months we were doing this to our son. It wasn't like a one-time thing. We were doing it
torturing
months. That's what made it funnier.
It might be a good ghost deterrent.
Yeah.
Could be.
Ghost deterrent, people deterrent, or whatever.
That's one way to smudge a house.
Get him out, yeah.
While you were creating your apps, I was just thinking about it, like, and using them, say at your house or like previous house or whatever. Do you find like maybe you ask the spirits like if something worked for you? Like I've done that. Now I'm thinking about it with a portal.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm like, hey, tell me where to stop, or like, does this work better for you? Like, have you done that? Wow, like playing around with that?
Kind of. Like in the past, I would see, like, ask them questions about how they're communicating and stuff like that, and I would get kind of mixed stuff, or things that just, I don't know. wasn't too helpful, I guess. But
No.
I mean, I'd have to go back and look exactly what they were saying, but I don't know. I've gotten some stuff, but nothing like too definitive as far as like, use this or do that or whatever.
Yeah, like maybe tune it this way or whatever. Yeah, I was just curious.
I mean, most of the time they're just talking about how they use the sound or they use the audio or they use stuff like that.
Yeah. Are you gonna with any of your apps? Are you gonna make a feature where you can record your sessions or?
Well, we kind of did that with the 𝗵𝗶𝗶𝘁 one. We need a better. I mean, we might be able to get a better, higher quality recorder.
Yeah.
To implement in there, but like the 𝗵𝗶𝗶𝗁 one, that was one of the big complaints. Was like the audio quality is not that great. It's like, sorry, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We might be able to do that in the future, but my whole thing is, I believe it works better if you actually record it externally, like with a camera or
that's how you were doing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and actually have the sound being recorded in externally, like kind of like an EVP, like when it records internally. I guess you could use the microphone to record. I don't know.
Yeah.
I
I've
done that.
Yeah, I don't mind it either way.
I've done that with the screen recording, but if there's different modes. So like it'll just be the screen record with no sound, then it's just the audio of the phone itself, and then it's just it'll be the external mic, so it will record me answering or asking my questions and whatever it's coming through the app. But you can tell it's like the app, the sound of it, whatever. So
yeah,
I've used that just like play it back.
I used one called AZ Screen Recorder, I think is what it was called, and it was similar. It would record the screen and the audio, and you could even have like a little camera where you could record yourself too, and it worked pretty good. And it was good for like when you're trying to be like a little bit more low key and like not like walking around with the camera and stuff. Like I did that at Disneyland actually. I went on the Haunted Mansion ride.
Oh, the Haunted Mansion.
Please, you gotta tell us.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, and that's what I did is I used the screen recorder on my phone, and I ran. Maybe it was Spiritus. I think it might have been Spiritus. I ran that, and I actually got some pretty good communication. I think I got it say Disneyland. Man, I have to go back. It's been so long. But I did that one. I did the ride where, remember the girl that got crushed? Like Debbie something. She got crushed at Disneyland. She was one of the workers, and one of the walls was like moving, and she got stuck in between it, and it crushed and killed her.
Was that the Haunted Mansion?
No, it was it was the one where they had like dancing animals and stuff. It was called. Man, I forgot the name of it, to be honest, but if you look it up, you'll find it. I think it was in the 70s or 80s.
Oh, okay.
That's the
Debbie
one.
Stone, I think was her name, something like that. But anyway, I went there. I got her name come through on one of the apps, and then I went to the firehouse where Walt Disney would stay. He had like an apartment above the firehouse.
Yeah.
And I had his name come through. It said Walter Disney.
Oh damn! Wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
so cool.
Yeah, I have to find that video again. That was a good one.
I heard though.
Deborah. Her name was Deborah?
Yeah, Debbie or Deborah, something like that.
Huh.
Oh wow, I didn't even know about that.
I heard if they catch you ghost hunting there, they ban you for life.
Maybe.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, I mean that's why you gotta be
screen
discreet
recorder
with
comes
that.
in handy, right?
Yeah, that's why you gotta be.
You just look like you're looking at your phone.
Yeah.
That's what I did that in Ripley's, and I was using your app at Ripley's, and
We sure did.
And then so like somebody's walking by, like it just looks like I'm talking on a phone, like on Bluetooth.
Yeah.
Now everybody looks like they're talking to themselves on Bluetooth anyways, but I don't have no damn Bluetooth.
Yeah, it's kind of one of the perks of apps. You know, you can kind of be sneaky with them in places where you're not supposed to be doing that stuff.
Yeah. You got some good stuff. So no, that's awesome.
You know what? Now talking about Disney, I remember when it was one of your episodes where you were showing the ghost box, and it actually was written out Disney.
Oh,
and
yes.
Highlighted it.
Oh yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Man, you guys went back and looked at some of my older stuff.
Yeah.
That was on that was on the link tree.
Yeah. I gotta go back, and I haven't even watched some of those videos in years. So yeah, I know what you're talking about though. It did look like it said Disney.
Yeah.
It did. Yeah,
it was pretty good.
No, the images you got on that was like wild. Like the dude on the horse, you can see like a mountain behind it.
Oh yeah, the guy on the horse. Yeah, the horseback.
Right.
I showed that to my dad, and he was like, oh yeah. So like I didn't even tell him, I'm like, what do you see? Like, you know, I'm trying to test him out. He's like, the dude on the horse. He's like, what? So he thought it was great. He thought it was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, very, very cool.
I have a question. So do you use any other apps besides your own?
Nowadays, no, because I'm just totally focused on my stuff.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I did use they weren't really apps. I mean, they were apps, but they weren't mobile apps. They were Ghost Hunter apps, and they were on Windows. So I would use my laptop.
Carry your laptop around.
There was a few apps on there, the SCD one.
Wow.
And there was a few of them that I used.
That's cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, nowadays, I mean, I'm just always testing my stuff and developing my stuff, and just trying to stay focused on.
How long does it take for you to finish, like, fully develop your app? Does it take like? It just depends, or
it could take different. It depends on the app, but like this last one, the Transcend Theory app, took like over 6 months.
Okay, that's pretty fast. Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't do it, but I mean, if you're working on it full time, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, over half a year. It's not. I guess it's fast compared to some things.
Yeah.
Like video games and stuff like that take years sometimes. And
oh yeah.
but for paranormal apps, I mean, yeah, usually a few months to, I would say 3 to 9 months probably is the range.
And that's including testing, like to you fine tuning it, making sure it works, you getting the results you want.
Yeah, I do a lot of the testing myself, and then I'll usually have a few trusted people that I know test it out as well and give me their feedback.
That's really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know how you got. I don't have the capability of making an app. Like I can't. Back then, like when MySpace era, you could just like code your own shit. Like now, if I was gonna code or do anything, hell no. Like, so I give it up to you. That's really good.
Yeah, I go to Jen for like tips and tricks on social media.
I kind of wish they would have kept MySpace on Facebook. MySpace was way cooler.
I heard MySpace might be coming back.
They ain't coming back, Joy.
No, I swear. I just heard something that MySpace might be coming back, but they're gonna rename it to something else.
Maybe. I know a lot of people are getting tired of Facebook, so
they're trying to compete with Facebook. They're gonna rename it to something else. It's not gonna be MySpace. It's gonna be called something else.
I used to love my MySpace.
Yeah, me too. You put your little background on there and decorate.
I thought I was computer wizard of the world. Now you throw me in. I don't know what the hell I was using.
Yeah, you can put your music and top 8 or whatever.
Freaking
Christmas time with your background, Christmas, wallpaper or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
That was fun.
Man, I was just struggling trying to pick my top 8. No. You guys were out here.
I was doing it
putting
up.
music and all that shit.
Yeah. Me too.
Do
you have any questions for us? Really quick?
Do you have anything?
Yeah.
Not really.
Good, because I'm really bad on the spot.
Where's a place that you guys would investigate? Like, if you could investigate anywhere, where would you investigate?
Ooh.
That's a good question.
That I have had mine in for the longest time that I would want to go to. My wife Jenny, she's half Irish, so I would love to go over there.
I know, man.
Ireland?
I would love to go to like Ireland, Europe, and check it out at least for like a good, solid like couple weeks. Just be out there, just investigate.
It's so big, yeah.
Yeah,
I would
that's where I would love to go to.
Suicide Forest in Japan.
That's a good one.
I used to be obsessed with looking at videos of that place.
I want to go there so bad. Anywhere in Asia is just fucking creepy. So
that's on my bucket list.
Is that creepy?
Tokyo is where I'm dying to go to.
Yeah, and then I would love to investigate a castle. I want to investigate a castle so bad.
Oh yes,
like in Europe.
I would like to do the White House.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, good answer.
You know, nobody's ever said that.
Good
I would love to go
answer.
to the freaking White House.
Yeah, it's supposed to be haunted too. I think.
I'm sure it is. What?
That's some
I would
of the
love
presidents.
to like talk to somebody from there. Yeah. That'd be cool.
And
was there crack on the floor?
Chernobyl.
Crack.
Allegedly, or cocaine.
Chernobyl.
Was it on the floor?
Chernobyl? Where's that
I
at?
got the story all wrong. Chernobyl.
Remember they had the nuclear meltdown?
Yeah, in Russia.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
But now they're
People have gone there. I've seen video of people gone.
Yeah, people go there now. I would like to go there. It's all like abandoned.
Super.
You gotta have like a
it just
Geiger
looks
meter to make sure the radiation isn't too high.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Isn't Russia like scary to go into right now? Isn't it like not a place you want to go?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Don't know.
It's the whole
I don't know. Maybe I'm
war
just
going on over
all chicken shit. Don't want to leave the country. I want to go though.
Yeah.
Those are my places.
Chernobyl would be very, very.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Anywhere besides the U.S., I think is just going to be a cool experience for any of us. You know, if we haven't
I would
traveled
say so.
outside. Yeah. Yeah. I don't fly though, so I don't know how the hell I'm getting there.
This girl, she don't fly anywhere, so forget about it.
Nope. In a boat. I can do a cruise, maybe one day.
So I take it you're never coming to Florida.
She's never coming to Florida.
I'm driving out there. That's a trash kid. You guys fighting over this fucking armrest. I don't know if you noticed, but we're like hitting each other.
Yeah.
It's karma because he keeps pushing my ass off of it. It's karma is real, guys.
Oh my god.
I
Well,
got no mind.
Keith,
I'm gonna watch it.
coming up on an hour and 40, so I'm gonna let you go back.
All right. Well, thanks for having me on the show. I
Yeah,
appreciate
No,
it.
thank you. Oh,
And
you know what?
where could-
Before we end, like live, stick around. I want to do one more thing on the back end.
Do we want to
And where
announce
could
the
folks
time?
find you,
Yeah.
Keith?
Tell
so you
everybody where they
tell?
can find you. Yes.
Yeah, you can go to chillseekers.com. It's my website. I'm on Instagram at chillseekers, TikTok at chillseekers_paranormal, YouTube at chillseekersx, Facebook Keith Bolden Paranormal. I think that's it. But yeah.
If you ever come down to the south again and you're in the area, let me know. We'd love to investigate with you. Maybe I'll take you
sounds good.
to 𝗂𝗲 State, which is a hike. So maybe we'll just stay at the bottom and investigate. The whole thing is haunted. But yeah.
All right. And everybody, please check out his
definitely.
apps on the Play Store. The newest one,
Yeah.
Transcend Theory, Necrometer, which one I like a lot too. Then you have the infamous Necrophonic. So
Yep.
a lot of good stuff on there. I mean, all the older apps are still on there, actually.
Yeah.
Yep. They're still sticking around.
Yeah, let's go.
Yeah. Well, thank
Joy
you.
and Joy, where can I find you?
So yeah, you can find us in the house. You see my name. Sorry.
The house. Oh yeah, there you go.
Hey, she couldn't pass that up.
I
I don't blame
know.
her. I don't blame her.
Anybody else catch that? So anyway,
Hi, y'all in the
sorry,
house.
Keith is probably like, this girl is on drugs. Anyway, you can find us on Joy and Joey on YouTube and jj.paranormal on Instagram.
All right, and then you can find us at 305 Paranormal all of those things, Instagram, IG, YouTube.
Yeah.
I want to thank everybody for being here. Also, the people who are rewatching afterwards, because I know some of y'all had other shows to go to.
Yes, without you guys, this wouldn't be a thing. So thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you to our
Thank you for
special
spending
guest.
your Sunday with us.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy
to,
Cinco de Mayo.
Oh yeah,
That's right.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
I did not celebrate.
Do we want to talk about the new time?
Yeah, is that starting next week?
No, that's after David. So next week we have somebody coming on, regular schedule at 4:00. Should I say who it is?
Yes.
Okay, so
he's been making me say who it is every single time.
Next week we are
I love the initiative.
So next week we're bringing on David Oman. You know who he is, Keith?
Yeah, the Sharon Tate house, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so he'll be coming on next week at 4:00 regular scheduled time. But the week after, the following week, which is I don't know what date, we're going to be changing the time from 4:00 to 3:00 because we're going to see how that works for Jen and her schedule. So yeah.
When is your birthday, Keith?
I was gonna say I saw that. My birthday's in January, but
so is mine. Wait, what day?
What day in January?
12.
Shut up. I'm the 9th.
Capricorns.
Capricorn, and he's the 23rd. He's an Aquarius.
No, it might be Joyce. Yeah. Well, happy belated birthday.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So next week, regular time, 4:00, and then the week after, 3 p.m., 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes. So one more week of
4:00.
4 and 7
p.m. them, 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so it'll be 3:00 Eastern, Pacific, and then 6:00 your time, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, well, he said he was taking a birthday trip.
Oh, taking a birthday trip. Well, maybe his girl's birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were talking about taking a birthday trip or something like that.
I don't remember. Did I say birthday trip? I don't know.
You did.
Okay.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So again, thank you, Keith, for coming on. We really appreciate you. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Thank you, 305, for being awesome co-host.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Joy.
Thank you, everybody.
Yes, thank you, everybody.
For challenging us to a sour ball challenge, and it became this.
Oh my God.
I know. Our teeth are still messed up.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah,
I'm going to go see a dentist this Thursday.
𝗵𝗶𝗫 is not cutting it. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the pain that we go through for you guys. So appreciate it. Love us and be back next Sunday.
All right. Good night. Keep
Good night,
safe.
guys. Thank you for joining.
Wait a minute.